For those of you that know me, you know that I strongly believe in the power of our words, and that words need to be used with intention, and we need to be mindful of the words we use and how we utilize them. For those who don't know me, you will learn over time that I believe that in the power of our words, and that mindful and intentional use of the words that come out of our mouth is very important. I will be talking about this topic in today's video, and this will be a topic that will need multiple videos in order for me to talk about the multifaceted ways and the multifaceted environments that the power of our words should be looked at and explored, and the impact that those words have can be looked at and explored. So, you know that mental health is also very important to me if you know me well, and you know that mental health, and especially mental health of our youth, is a subject that is very much so in need of being looked at a deeper level in our society right now. Mental health has always been something that has not gotten the appropriate attention, priority, and respect that it deserves. For some reason in our society, we give physical health much more respect than we do mental health. And for that reasons, people who are experiencing mental health issues or their family members often hide and struggle or suffer in silence. And this is absolutely ludicrous and unacceptable to me. We don't shame or judge somebody for having high blood pressure. We don't shame or judge somebody for being diabetic. We don't shame or judge somebody for having any kind of physical condition, disability, or ailment. Why and what makes it okay for us to judge those with mental health diagnoses? Nobody asks for any condition that they are given. Nobody asks for any diagnosis that they are given, whether it's physical or mental. So why do we treat it in the realm of judgment? We need to get away from judgment, and we need to start being more supportive. If we want our society to last and to flourish and grow, then we need to give mental health the respect, priority, and attention that it deserves. Because our youth are struggling, and our youth are our future of our society. And that's a fact that there's no getting around. So, if you're a parent, if you're a teacher, if you're a mentor, if you're a guardian, if you're a relative, be aware of the impact that your words have on others. Be aware of the impact that your words are having on your children in your family, if you're a relative, if you're a teacher, be aware of the impact of your words and use them wisely. Words hurt. And the old adage of sticks and stones may break my bones, but names won't ever hurt me. Words won't ever hurt me. That is so untrue. So incredibly untrue. Words cut deep, and their impact can be and often is long lasting. I have had clients who have been bullied by peers. I have had clients that have been bullied by teachers and school administrators. I have had clients that have been bullied by their spouses and other family members. I have had children who have been bullied by their parents. Yes, I say these things because they're true. I know some of what I say may not win me a popularity contest, but I'm not interested in winning a popularity contest. I'm interested in making change in the world in which we live, and I'm interested in being part of the solution, not part of what is perpetuating the problem. When a child comes home from school and tells his parent that his teacher told him that he was cuter and more attractive and more appealing in his appearance when he had short hair because he had started to grow his hair long, that's disgusting. And that can be considered a form of bullying because that teacher is making a judgment and a comparison based on appearance of what used to be and what is now. Nobody should be judged on the length of their hair, and no teacher should be telling students that. Even my dog agrees. I'm sorry, I had a really bad itch. Pardon me. And my dog agrees that nobody should be bullied. And maybe this teacher wouldn't be considered a bully by some, but this teacher was known to say these things to children on a regular basis. That's bullying. When somebody says something once or once in a while, that's just them being a jerk or insensitive. Bullying happens repeatedly. And like I said, no teacher or nobody in any position of authority actually should be telling children that they look better, more appealing when their hair was shorter, in this example, or in any way, to be honest. It's not okay. It's not okay for me to have had experiences where I was told that I would look more professional if my hair was shorter. And this was told to me by a supervisor that had hair twice the length of my own at the time. And that supervisor went on to say many more things to me that were a form of bullying because it happened repeatedly over and over again on a daily basis. Sometimes it was about my appearance. Sometimes it was about my ability to do a task. And I share my own personal examples because they're real and they happened and they're still happening today to people all throughout the workplace, in all throughout schools. And the reason I'm saying about bullying is because bullying happens with words and bullying happens with physicality as well. But we must be aware of the power of our words. That student who came home and told his mom at 11 years old what a teacher said about his hair length was crushed. It took him weeks to overcome it outwardly, and I don't know that he ever truly overcame it. Me being told by a supervisor that I would be more professional if my hair was shorter. I was young and new in the work world when this was occurring, and I was crushed. And I left her office feeling like, is that why people aren't paying attention to what I say? Because my hair length is too long? Words hurt, they sting, and they sting deep. And the effect can take a very long time to overcome. And if we're being honest with ourselves, We may never fully overcome the effect of somebody's words on us. We may overcome them enough to feel better and to be healed, but that does not mean that we will never be triggered by an event or a word or a memory of somebody using those words in a way that brings us right back to how we felt then. Parents, your children don't want you to know this, but I'm going to tell you that even when you don't think that your opinion and your words matter to your children, your words matter to them, your opinion matters to them more than they'll ever let you know. And even during the time in their life where their peer group becomes the most important group in their life, your words and your opinion to your children still matters more. They just won't tell you so. So when you say to one of your children, why can't you be more like your sibling? You're so lazy. You're a no good individual who's going to amount to nothing. You are making an imprint on them that will be very hard to undo. And it may never be undone completely. It takes it takes multiple, many that boys, that girls to undo one negative comment. And none of us are perfect. No teachers are perfect. No parents are perfect. No school administrators are perfect. No bosses are perfect. We are perfectly imperfect. So we're going to make mistakes with our words. We're going to be overwhelmed. We're going to be stressed out. We're going to be trying to get something done quickly or get somebody to listen to us quickly. So negative words are going to be used. Negative phrases are going to be used. That's okay, because you can own up to it either in the moment or later that day or the next day or even the following week. You can own up to what triggered you to be speaking negatively. I cannot express to you enough that words are powerful. Ask yourself, what is the legacy that I want to leave? What is the impact that I want to have? And let me do what I can to make certain that I do the best I can to be intentional and mindful of the words I use and the impact that they are going to have. Tell someone, tell your children, I love how creative you are. I love how much you love math and how good you are with numbers. I love how helpful you are, and I appreciate your kindness. As a boss, tell your employees how much you appreciate the work they do, their efforts. Celebrate assets. Use your words to lift people up, to build them up, to reinforce who they are and the good qualities that they possess. If you want to make a difference in this world, especially on the mental health crisis of our youth, then we need to be much more mindful of how we are talking to them. And also, we need to help them learn to talk to themselves kindly and with patience and with grace. We need to help them reframe their negative self talk because they have a lot of it right now. And nothing good can come out of negative self talk. Please understand that sticks and stones will break your bones, and names will also hurt me. Words will also hurt me. Nobody is asking you to be perfect. I am asking, and others are asking. Let's not be perfect. Let's make progress in how we talk to ourselves, how we talk to others, and how we empower youth to talk to themselves, and how we empower the youth to talk to others, including their peers. And let's lead by example. Children learn more from what we do than from what we say. So, by that I mean, don't just tell your child to use nice words and speak kindly to others. Let them witness you speaking kindly to others and using kind words, and they will be more apt to do the same, more inclined to do the same. It's important. Think about a time from your childhood where somebody spoke and used negative words about you or about something about you, a characteristic, a trait, and think of how that made you feel then, and think about how it makes you feel when you pull up that memory now. I'm sure you get a twinge of a negative emotion. Think of how you felt and you feel when somebody says something positive about you. I'm sure you get uplifted and you feel good. Keep those feelings and those experiences in the forefront of your mind, and those will help you make educated, intentional choices around your word choice. This is a topic that I will be speaking more about, and I will have more examples and activities you can do around the power of your words, because your word choice matters.